Greetings to you all. I am Russ Hatfield, back with Kara, my twin soul and a member of Ashtar Command. We finish up the topic of parallel universes with a look at the movement to light happening back even then. Now, this lesson is presented by Omal, channeling through Mark Crocker, and is about the portals to parallel universes that we call crossing over universes. Now, this 7-minute lesson is what we would classify as a heavy one. Omal describes the inner workings of the universe when it comes to the branches of parallel universes where they're splitting off. He also notes that we are the seeds of the future to come. You can follow our online transcript at the link below to our homepage, centerforascension.org. Please subscribe if you want at the end of this lesson to be alerted to future channeling sessions, editorials from Kara and myself, and lessons from the Center for Ascension. And now, crossing over universes.
All right, now back to what we're working on here, which is another email that I got. And this concerns the ritual for planetary ascension.
Mm-hmm.
That being the ritual being the mechanics of actual ascension.
Yes.
And this is something that happens apparently every 6 weeks. And it links Earth energy and the chakra system and activates the living light body, or Merkaba, and to different planetary vortex portals.
Yes, on a 6-weekly cycle throughout your planet.
Correct. I assume one of the vortex portals would be Sedona.
Yes.
And then there's the others around the world. First off, before I get into the second part of this, I want to work on what exactly are we talking about here? Is this something that's actually happening and can happen?
It is a way of bringing the higher consciousness of individuals to a higher level. It is a kind of mass meditation scattered over many places by using an electronical system.
The internet.
Correct. It is a way of getting information out and individuals pulling together from various points throughout your global network. It is a way of bringing new people and new energies into it. It is something that is necessary. It is something that is working, but not as people really understand. They believe that they're pulling themselves towards a higher mental level, which is, yes, true. They are pulling themselves towards ascension. Yes, this is true, but not as they think. They're not physically going to wake up one morning on the 6th dimension. They are one day going to find that they are more spiritually alive, more spiritually developed, more spiritually sound, more spiritually in tune, more spiritually capable. And then one day they will pass, and then the changes will occur.
Oh, okay. Is this sort of like an unfocused metaconcert, let's say?
Very unfocused, yes, but in essence, yes. Anytime a group of individuals get together for a common purpose, then in essence what you have is a metaconcert. When you go to your recreational facilities and pray to a single entity, you are having a metaconcert. When you focus on one matter alone, and have a group of individuals, then you are having a metaconcert. Unfocused, most certainly.
Correct. Okay. It describes the portals as multidimensional doorways leading to astral planes, parallel universes, various other places, and you never know where you're going to go. Which, as they say, is the fun of it, not knowing where the portal will take you to. Now, for example, parallel universes. As we've discussed before, it's rare to find a portal to a parallel universe. And so, does this have some possibilities of actually occurring?
No. It is wishful thinking on that part. It gives you the options of looking at the connections where events will lead to a parallel universe. as we have discussed in the past, the branches of a parallel universe.
Correct.
And this is the point where you can see if you proceed on this path, you will enter into this universe. Or if you proceed on this path, you will enter into this universe.
I understand.
So it is more along the lines of yes and no. Yes, you can perceive the possible outcomes of your actions if you act in a particular way. And that way you will enter into parallel universes. But it will not appear to be any different from the one that you were in originally.
So this would be sort of similar to the times where I've actually, ingested some hallucinogenics and be able to get a glimpse in at the various parallel universes that are forming. I understand. It's just another perception of reality.
Correct.
And in any of those portals, as they're called, you are merely perceiving reality in a new way.
Correct.
Okay. Now, according to this, each of the portals are coordinated by shield guides, which are interdimensional beings who guard the portals. Sounds similar possibly to divas, or...
Yes. I would not quite have worded it as divas or interdimensional guides. It is more of guides that are linked to other aspects of themselves that can shepherd and coach.
Give me an example, please.
Certainly. You have an individual that has become a guide.
Okay.
In one parallel universe. And in another parallel universe, he has also died and become a guide. And standing at the portal, he can see himself. And he can communicate with himself because they think alike. And he knows what the other guide would do. And that way, they are able to work together to shepherd and coach.
Now, in another parallel universe, wouldn't this same guide actually be one of the people that are going to the portal?
No. The guide stands at the portal and shepherds through. Passes on to himself. You get passed from him to him. But a different aspect of himself.
Okay. So basically, this is actually a very good thing to hook up into, as far as being able to gain more insight into, for example, hooking up with the chakra system to the earth energy.
Correct.
Some good clues there.
Mm-hmm.